Hello everyone, welcome to Home Cooking with me Hema Subramanian. Now today we're going to see a very special sweet recipe. This is one of my personal favorites, which is jalebi. Now jalebi is traditionally done in a long process. It takes time to actually do the jalebi, but today I'm going to show you a very quick and simple recipe which you can make instantly, and you can enjoy these jalebis whenever you feel like. So let's get started and check out the recipe. So first I'm going to make the sugar syrup for the jalebi. For the sugar syrup, I've taken 2 cups of sugar to a saucepan. To this add 1 cup of water. So once the sugar is dissolved completely, I'm just going to add 2 cardamom cloves that I've just roughly pound. The juice of half lemon. Just add a pinch of saffron, this is optional. I'm just adding it to give a nice flavor to the sugar syrup. So boil it for another 5 minutes on medium-low flame. So the sugar syrup is done. Make sure it's not too thick. We don't want to boil it till it comes to a string consistency, or it shouldn't be too runny. It should be just right. So when you add the hot jalebis, it should absorb the sugar syrup, and the sugar syrup should coat the jalebis perfectly. So the sugar syrup is done, keep it aside. Now I'm going to start making the batter for the jalebis. So we're making the instant jalebi batter. For this, to a bowl add 1 cup of maida, that is all-purpose flour. Next add a small pinch, about 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder. So you can also add baking soda if you want. Just make sure it's just a pinch, you don't want too much. A small pinch of coloring agent. So I'm just using the orange color, just a small pinch. If you don't want to use the coloring agent, it's fine, you can do it without it. So just give it a quick mix. Next I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of curd. You can also add yogurt. Add a little water. I'll gradually incorporate the water to get the right consistency for the batter. So using a whisk would be easy to mix the batter. So that way you'll have a nice free-flowing batter. So I've added close to about 1 cup of water in total. You can see it's becoming nice and creamy and smooth. Now that the jalebi batter is ready, I'm going to pour it into a piping bag. So I'm using a disposable piping bag here. So using a glass will make it easier to pour the batter into the piping bag. So I'm just going to fold it. So there you go. Now I'm just going to pour the batter. Seal it completely with a rubber band. This is easier this way. I will just snip the tip here using a scissors just before making the jalebis. Pour the sugar syrup into a bowl and keep it aside. So next I'm going to get the oil ready for deep frying the jalebis. To fry the jalebis, make sure you have a nice wide pan. Pour enough oil because we're going to deep fry them. So many of them actually make the jalebis in ghee also. So if you're comfortable doing that, you can also pour ghee to make your jalebis. So I'm just going to snip it. So just make sure the oil is hot enough. We don't want it to be piping hot because then it can burn the jalebis. Once the oil is heated, maintain the temperature on medium to low. Once the oil is hot, gently press the cone to make the jalebis. Deep fry the jalebis for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. Remove it and place it into the sugar syrup immediately. Just dip it on both sides, gently remove the jalebis from the syrup and serve them immediately. There you go. You can see the jalebis are a lovely golden color. They're so crispy. They've absorbed the sugar syrup so beautifully, and you can taste it. It's super crunchy and delicious. So you can make these instant jalebis anytime at home and enjoy them. Now you can see it's a very quick and easy recipe which can be made anytime. The key thing to remember is the batter consistency. So make sure it's not too runny or too thick. It has to have a nice balance. So that way your jalebis will come out perfectly. So do try this recipe, enjoy and share it with your family and friends.